Just a heartbreaker. I felt bad for our girls. Bob Foraker asked me if I surprised that we came out 10-0. No, I wasn't surprised. I knew we were ready to play. I knew our pressure would bother them. And the big thing was we didn't go off at halftime with that big a lead. We got up 10-0, but even if it was 6 or 8 or in a game like this, leading by 6 or 8 is like leading by 15, and we let them cut it to 2 at the end of the half. And then they did a good job at doubling and taking away our inside game in that matchup zone, and we didn't do a good job of executing. I didn't do a good job of preparing for the matchup zone, so I'll put that one on me because I thought they'd play us man to man. I had known they threw a little matchup zone, but that's on me. I wasn't prepared. I didn't prepare my kids to execute against that matchup zone, so that loss is on me from that standpoint. Yet, we still had a chance to win the game. Minato hits that big three. I haven't looked at the tape yet. I thought Infinity got flattened by an illegal screen, but I'll have to look at the tape. But she still had to knock down the shot, and she did. That was the big, because it was one. We'd go up by one, them one. We'd go up by one. They got to stop, and then Minato hit the big three from the right wing at the end of the shot clock off that screen. That put them up 4, and again, in a game like this, that's like being up 7 or 8. So I won't sleep tonight because that's a game we could have won, and we were ready to beat them except for the matchup zone, and that's on me. So I'll have a sleepless night tonight. But the girls played hard. That's all I can ask them. They gave us blood, and we may get another shot at them. We probably will get another shot at them in the tournament, and they've beaten us in 2 close games. We didn't have Raquel down at Army, and we played them tough without Raquel in the second half. So we may get a third chance at them.
Lisa, can you talk about the team's approach to defending Minato tonight? I mean, she was really quiet until, the last 4 minutes.
Yeah, I think we really focused on guarding her with the ball screen. We were just trying to, obviously, read her, which is doubling her on the ball screen, and I think that worked well in the first half, and even in the second half. I mean, she scored 19 points, but I don't know, we just tried to do our best to lock down, and she hit some big shots at the end of the game, and props to her.
Raquel, can you talk a little more about that fast start and just how much confidence you guys came into this game with, having won 3 in a row and 5 of your last 6?
Yeah, I mean, definitely no matter what happens in the previous games, coming into Army, we always know it's going to be a battle. They're physical, and so coming out with a fast start like that really gave us confidence that we could play them. We got a lot of great inside game going in the first half, and I mean, they came out in the second half and adjusted to that. I just don't think that as a team we made the adjustments that we needed to make down the stretch. They played us in a matchup zone. I mean, we repeatedly made the same mistakes, so I think that's the adjustments that we needed to make. We just didn't. So we need to be on the same page a little bit more going into situations like that when the game gets close. Mm-hmm. We all have to stick together. A lot of us didn't know, at the end of the game, really what we were doing, so I think that was tough, and it showed definitely in the way that this game turned out.
We hold them to 36% shooting, and we shoot 43%. The rebounds hurt us. They got 14 offensive rebounds. That probably, if you look at one thing. I thought we did a great job in our zone. We just didn't rebound out of it. We did a nice job of mixing defenses, but if you look at one glaring thing, we got 14, gave up 14 offensive rebounds, and they won the turnover battle. We had 14, they had 9. So despite playing the good defense, it still comes down, close league games comes down to who's going to win the turnover battle and who's going to win the rebounding battle. And we lost both, and we lost the game. So if you want to simplify it, that probably is it.
From a coaching perspective, what did you see with Minato in terms of the early going frustrated her pretty well, and then obviously at the end she finished?
Yeah, well, I mean, I think we did a good job, like Lisa said. We did a good job of knowing where she was, and a couple of times a couple of the young freshmen didn't force her into the ball screen. So it does no good to trap her off the ball screen if you're not feeding her into the ball screen. They were worried about the ball screen, and she rejected it and got by him and hit a couple floaters. But those are freshman mistakes, and we won't make those again. And like Lisa said, she just, props to her, she made some plays late. She got free off screens where we didn't either get through the screen or help on the screen, and she got a couple open looks that she knocked down. But overall, I mean, she's 7 for 22. We did a nice job on her that way. And, you know, again, we let a couple of their kids drive to their strong hand, which I've been talking about all year, tendencies, taking away tendencies. But we'll do a better job at that the next time. This is just a heartbreaker because we had been playing so well, and this would have been a big one to get. We want to get into that upper echelon of top 4 teams. Now we really got to get some W's here to get in that top 4. That's our goal. We don't want to go on the road for 3 games. So we'll regroup tomorrow and get ready for a good Lehigh team Saturday at Lehigh to try to take a step towards that top 4.